My name is Nazwa Natasha, named 104 as a Prime Minister. Motion this House believes that healthy lifestyle education should be a nurse highest priority in community health care. Good morning, Honorable Judge, respect, opponents, and everyone present. Today, as the Prime Minister, I strongly support the motion. This House believes that healthy lifestyle education should be a nurse's highest priority in community health care. Before presenting our arguments, let me define the motion. Healthy lifestyle education refers to teaching people about healthy habits such as eating a balanced diet, exercising regularly, maintaining personal hygiene, managing stress, getting enough sleep, and avoiding harmful behavior like smoking, alcohol, and drunk abuse. A nurse high priority in community health care means that among a community-based nursing responsibility, educating people to adopt healthy lifestyles should come first because it creates the greatest long-term health benefits. Our position is simple: prevention is better than cure. Nurse should focus on preventing diseases before they happen instead of only treating people after they become sick. Our first argument is that healthy lifestyle education reduces the burden of disease many comes illness, such as diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, and obesity, are strongly linked to unhealthy lifestyle. By education communities, nurses help people make better choice, preventing these diseases and improving their quality of life. Our second argument is that education empowers people to take responsibility for their own health. When, when individuals understand how their daily habits affect their well-being, they become more confident in making healthy decisions. This creates healthier family. This creates healthy families and strong community. Finally, healthy lifestyle education, safe healthy care coach, preventing disease is far less expensive than treating chronic illness. By investing in education today, government and healthcare system can reduce future medical expansion while improving public health. For this reason, we firmly believe that healthy lifestyle education should be the nurse high priority in community health care. Thank you.
My name is Pramita Wahyuni Aprilia, student number 057 as the leader of opposition. The government argues that healthy lifestyle education reduces the burden of disease. While this may be true to some extent, it does not justify making it the highest priority. Many health problems are not caused by a lack of knowledge. People often know what a healthy lifestyle looks like, but they face barriers such as poverty, limited access to healthcare, unhealthy environment, and chronic medical condition. Education alone cannot solve this problem. Second, the Prime Minister claims that education empowers people to take responsibility for their health. However, knowledge does not always lead to action. A person may understand the importance of healthy eating but still be unable to afford nutrition food. Therefore, empowerment requires not only education but also healthcare support and access to service. Third, the government argues that education reduces healthcare costs. This argument focuses too much on long-term outcomes while ignoring immediate healthcare needs. Communities still need disease screening, treatment support, immunization programs, maternal and child healthcare, and management of chronic illnesses. Now, let me present our counter case. We believe that a nurse highest priority should be addressing the most urgent healthy needs within the community. Community nurses have diverse responsibilities that directly affect people's survival and well-being. During disease outbreaks, health emergencies, or chronic disease complications, immediate intervention is far more important than educational programs. Furthermore, every community faces different health challenges. Therefore, nurses should prioritize according to the specific needs of the population rather than placing healthy lifestyle education above all other responsibilities. For this reason, we reject the motion and maintain that comprehensive and responsive healthcare should remain the highest priority of community nurses. Thank you.
My name is Hafsa Akila Fitrana and my student ID number is 053. As a Deputy Prime Minister. As the Deputy Prime Minister, I will respond to the arguments presented by the leader of opposition and then straighten our government's case. First, the opposition argues that barriers such as poverty and limited healthcare access make education less important. We respectfully disagree. These barriers make healthy lifestyle education even more essential. Nurses can teach practical and affordable ways to stay healthy, such as choosing low-cost nutrition food, maintaining good hygiene, and staying physically active. Education gives people the knowledge to make better health decisions within their own circumstances. This is why it should remain the nurse's highest priority. Second, the opposition argues that treatment, immunization, and disease management should come first. However, our motion does not ignore this responsibility. We believe healthy lifestyle education should be the highest priority because it makes all other healthcare services more effective. Patients who understand their healthcare are more likely to follow treatment plans, receive immunization, and manage chronic disease successfully. Finally, the opposition says nurses should simply prioritize each community's immediate needs. We agree that every community is different. However, healthy lifestyle education is flexible and can be adapted to local health problems, whether the focus is diabetes, hypertension, infectious disease, or mental health. This make education relevant in every community. Now, let me expand our government's case. Healthy life skills education has the greatest long-term impact because it prevents disease before it occurs. Well treatment helps people after they become sick. Education protects many people from becoming sick in the first place. This improves community health and reduces the future burden on healthcare services. Moreover, nurses are in the best position to deliver this education because they work closely with individuals and families. Their trusted relationship with the community allows them to ensure lasting healthy behavior that improve health for years to come. For this reason, healthy lifestyle education is the foundation of effective community healthcare and deserve to be the nurse's highest priority. Therefore, we proudly stand in support of this motion. Thank you.
Good morning, Honorable Adjudicator, respected member of the government, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sapa Cecilia with last name 097, the Deputy Leader of the Opposition, and I proudly stand against this motion. First, I would like to respond to the Deputy Prime Minister arguments. The government claims that healthy lifestyle education is effective because it teaches people affordable ways to stay healthy. However, knowledge alone is not enough. Even if nurses educate people about healthy eating or regular exercise, many families still cannot afford nutritious food, safe housing, or proper healthcare. Without access to these basic resources, education cannot create meaningful change. The government also agrees that education supports treatment and disease management. We agree that education is important, but it should support healthcare, not become its highest priority. Patients with serious illness, pregnant women, children needing immunization, or people facing health emergencies require immediate medical care before education. Saving lives must always come first. Furthermore, the government says that healthy lifestyle education can be adapted to every community. However, adaptation itself proves our point. Every community has different health challenges, so nurses should have the flexibility to prioritize what is most urgent instead of placing education above all others' responsibilities. Now, let me strengthen our team case. Community healthcare is about responding to real and immediate needs. Nurses have limited time, staff, and resources. If healthy lifestyle education is always treated as the highest priority, other essential services such as disease screening, emergency care, maternal and child health service, and chronic disease management may receive less attention. This can negatively affect patients who need urgent care today. Moreover, healthcare should be patient-centered. Good nursing means assessing each patient condition and providing the most appropriate intervention. Some patients need education, while others need treatment, medication, or emergency assistance. Therefore, it is unreasonable to rank one responsibility above all others. For this reason, we firmly believe that nurses should prioritize according to the needs of the community, not place healthy lifestyle education above every other healthcare responsibility. Therefore, we stand proudly against this motion. Thank you for your attention.
My name is Agnes Linangsari Putri Andriani with the last name 102. The affirmative bit. As the affirmative bit, I will summarize today's debate and clearly demonstrate with why a team win this motion. Priority in community healthcare. Our Prime Minister Tasha established from the beginning that prevention is better than cure. She demonstrated that healthy lifestyle education reduces disease burden individuals and lowers healthcare costs. This was further strengthened by our Deputy Prime Minister Kila, who saw that education does not replace healthcare service but actually makes them more effective. When people understand their health, they are more likely to follow treatment, participate in immunization, and manage disease properly. Now let us examine the causes. First, on the issue of the priority, the opposition argues that treatment and emergency care should come first. However, they fail to address the root of the problem. Without prevention, the number of patients will continue the increase. Our team has proven that healthy lifestyle education reduces disease before the occur, making it the most fundamental and effective priority. Second, the opposition claims that education is ineffective due to poverty and limited access. However, this actually strengthens our case. In difficult condition, education becomes even more important because it provides practical and affordable solutions that people can apply in their daily life. Knowledge allows individuals to make better decisions within their limitation. Third, on impact, the opposition focused only on short-term solution while our team provides long-term benefits. Treatment helps after people become sick, but education protects entire communities from becoming sick and in the first place. This creates broader and more sustainable impact. Now let's us compare both sides clearly. The opposition provides reactive solution that act after problem occur. In contrast, our team provides preventive solution with the problems before they begin. Prevention reduces suffering, lowers healthcare costs, and builds healthier communities. In conclusion, healthy lifestyle education reduces disease burden, empowers individuals, and strengthens overall healthcare outcomes. Therefore, it's clear that healthy lifestyle education should be the nation's highest priority in community healthcare. For all the reasons, we firmly believe that our team has won this debate. Thank you.
My name is Astika Nurul Jana with study number 083. Good morning, Hana. As the opposition whip. Good morning, honorable educators, respected opponents. As the opposition whip, I will summarize why our team strongly reject this motion. Throughout this debate, the government has repeatedly claimed that healthy lifestyle education should become the highest priority in community healthcare because it can prevent disease, empower people, and reduce healthcare costs. However, our team has clearly proven that education alone is not enough. First, many health problems are caused not only by lack of knowledge but also by poverty, limited healthcare access, unhealthy environment, and urgent medical condition. People might already understand healthy lifestyle, but they are still unable them to apply them because of social and economic barriers. Second, second, we have shown that community nurses have many responsibilities that are far more urgent than education. Nurse must handle emergency disease outbreaks, maternal and child health care, immunization, chronic disease management, and treatment support. In many situations, immediate medical intervention save life more directly than education programs. Third, the government failed to prove why healthy lifestyle education must be placed above every other nursing responsibility. Even they admitted that every community has different needs. This actually support our arguments that nurses should remain flexible and priorities based on the real condition of the community. Our team believes that healthcare should be patient-centered and responsive. A good nurse a good nurse does not focus on only one responsibility. Instead, nurse must assess what patient need most at a certain time, whether it is treatment, emergency care, disease prevention, or education. Therefore, Making healthy lifestyle education the highest priority is unrealistic and can reduce attention toward other essential healthcare services. For all, for all this reason, we firmly believe that comprehensive and responsive healthcare should remain the main priority of community nurses. Thank you.
With that, we have reached the end of today's debate. We sincerely thank both teams for their insightful argument and valuable contribution to the discussion. We also appreciate the judges and audience for being part of this session. Thank you for your attention, and we hope this debate has provided new perspective on the role of nurses in community health care. Thank you.